Yeah, what's good? This be the G Shaw Cipher. You officially tuned in On the Grind Live, where we support independent and unsigned artists and any artist that's grinding, that's doing their thing on a daily basis. What we doing right now is we get ready to interview a dope dude, you know what I'm saying, who's been grinding, who's been taking things to another level. You know, when you see me, you see dope people. Anything else is uncivilized, you know what I'm saying? So you already know what's going on. You know what I mean? So I'm about to introduce you to the homie. You know what I'm saying? You get to get tuned in. You get to understand. You know what I mean? We did some dope. We did a dope review on this dude. You know what I mean? Me and my business partner Tampa Mystic. So make sure y'all you haven't seen it, or if it's not ready yet, trust me, it'll be there. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all tune in to what we got going on. But right now we live. You know where we at on the Grind Live, Shaw Cipher. You already know what it is. Let's get it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. What's good, people? Of course, it's the G Shaw Cipher. Got the homie in the background right now. He fresh, he clean. You know what I'm saying? Letting the people know what's going on. Listen, Rich Boy Youngin. What's good, my G?
What's good, my nigga? What's good? We popping.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, first of all, man, I appreciate you tuning in with us. You know what I'm saying? Let's sit down. Let the people see your face. Let me get a little closer. Let the people see yeah, yeah. Let's get up. Let people see who you are. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure they understand who they looking for, who they should be tuned into. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, get up there. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, man. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you spending time with us. Shout out to the people in the background. You know what I'm saying? Your family back there. Let's just start from the beginning. I want to know the origin. Rich Boy Youngin. Talk to me about, first of all, where the name come from. You know what I mean? It could be self-explanatory, but I like to hear the story. And two, what made you decide to get into this music business?
You know, the name simple. I always had a crew of niggas around me, a crew of people around me,
Right.
and I used to go super, super hard. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said in that song, I went hard, so I end up on top. So I used to go super, super hard. So I want a whole nother level from everybody else that were in the team. You know what I'm saying? Not to
Yeah.
discredit nobody because everybody got their motion in a different way.
Right.
But also, I was the youngest. So I was, the hardest, but the youngest.
Right.
So
Right.
then that's how we came, Rich Boy Youngin. You know what I'm saying? I'm not to put it like that, but I'm one of the richest and the youngest.
Right.
So
Right.
that's how all of that came about. You know what I'm saying? At the
Right.
time, I wasn't the hardest though. You know,
Right. Right.
it took my partners them to keep pushing me to say, "Hey man, go. You got what it takes. You got, they weren't on no hating shit. They want some real shit, saying like, hey, you got the look, you, you got the swag,
Right.
you,
Right.
you got the bag,
Right.
you
Right. Right. Right.
you got you know what I'm saying, and you got us, and we got each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's how all that came
That's
about.
what it is. So talk to me about the music. You know, at some point, like you said, you were the richest, you were the youngest, but how did that transition into Rich Boy Youngin, the artist?
Well, you gotta I stayed in that studio. I was always into music to
Right.
begin with, period. You know what I'm saying? Like from young, I played the trumpet. I know how to read and write music. I,
That's
I, I
dope.
understand, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just about the rapping format or making making goddamn music. I know how to really read this shit and play this shit. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So
right,
it came from that period, you know. It ain't came from me just getting on the mic and rapping. It came because it was already
it
installed
was
in me.
already it was already embedded. It's part of the DNA. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
it's part.
saying?
That's real. It's part of everything that was brought into me. So I brought it out in a different way, and here we go right now. We rock and rolling.
Yeah, shout out to industry's most wanted Tampa Mystic tuned in right now. You know what I mean? You know, the fact that you can read music, a lot of the difference between yourself and a lot of these artists out here. You know what I'm saying? Like you can read the music, you can, you take it on another level. It's instilled. You got, instruments. So when you listen to beats, do you hear it differently now because you can read music? or you know what I mean, like it just come natural. Like when you choose your beats, like what do you listen for to make sure this is a Rich Boy Youngin song type of beat?
I mean, I'm from the island, so I'm from the Virgin Islands. So how we
Right.
listen to music in a way is like first, first and foremost, they call the St. Thomas Virgin Island Little New York. So we listen to
Shout out.
music the way how New Yorkers listen to it. We
Right.
like melodies. We
Right.
like you could hear it in the beat. You know what I'm saying? You could hear certain. It just talking to you already.
Right.
It's basically telling you what to say. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So if you follow the melody, that's what I look for a lot. I look for a lot of melodies that very catchy. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And then we could work with that. You know?
Right, right, right. I'm glad
Yeah,
you said New York. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all my people from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Um, so you say you listen to the melody, you know what I'm saying? You know what the songs is talking to you. Do you work with certain producers that give you the sound that you're looking for? Or it doesn't really matter as long as you hear what you need out of that producer you working with?
I mean, me personally, it really don't matter. But I got my own in-house producers that I'm working with. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Great Storm and Super Cool, and they've been making me what I need. You know what I'm saying? And even them, I pick through the tracks. They can't just make some, and sometimes they know what I want, so they say, "Hey man, hey Young, hey Rich, this you want that." But
Yeah.
other than that, I'm gonna pick through it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You
right,
can't
right.
just you can I don't care who it is. You can't
Right.
just give me something and I'm gonna just rock with it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta
Right.
really like it. But if it's forced upon me, I handle it.
Yeah. Are you one of the type of artists that make sure that they got a beat before they leave the studio, or do you got the beat before you get there?
No, it don't matter. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I have it before and after.
Right. Right.
I want a double take. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I come in the studio, I don't have to have the beat right then. I want to create. I want to produce. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? It's a difference between taking a beat, writing to it, and actually sitting down with the producer and producing it.
Right.
So
Right.
I want to produce the record. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
want the record. I want certain instruments coming in at certain time and certain things just rocking at a certain, you know, part of the song instead of just you send me a beat and I. So I like sitting down with the producers and making it happen.
It's dope being able to find, like you said, like fine tune that beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't like that right there. Turn this
Yeah,
up, turn that down, add
yeah,
this in there. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where if you really get into it like that, it'll really turn into the song that you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Because then you already kind of figuring out the lyrics. Being an artist, I'm an artist too. So being an artist, and you do that, you really feel, you start to figure out what words you want to say. Yeah, I want to, I want to hear this beat. You start making your own, melodies and shit, stuff like that. So, what I mean, do you find that the most enjoying part of creating the song, or what I mean, is it, do you rely on a producer to kind of finish it after you feel like you added your parts to the song, to the beat, really?
no, really, like I said, I'm all the above.
Right,
When it
right,
comes to the music world, I at times I like to sit back and let the producer take their course sometimes, but most of the time I'm hands on in everything because I know how to do everything.
right,
So
right,
I know how to produce, I know how to create the music, write the music, listen to the music. I got the ear for the music, you know what I'm saying? And,
right,
and if I have to get into the mixing and mastering, I could do that too, you
right,
know. But
right.
it just I just like I hear the music differently
Right.
than
That's what I was
than
saying earlier. Yeah, you hear it differently than any other artist because you have that what I mean, that plethora of
yeah,
ability
yeah.
what I'm saying? So I definitely, let me ask you this. What do you feel like, what is your earliest memory of listening to music? Like when was like the youngest age when you could remember when music just really, before you learned how to play the instruments, like tell me like the very first time you heard music and you felt like that's the time it impacted you and took you on a journey that you are right now.
You know, like I said, I'm from the islands, Virgin Islands.
Islands, yeah.
Rock CTV, you in the building, you don't know. So, you know, our lead of music was reggae music.
Okay.
So we were into more in tune to reggae music. A lot of my uncles and a lot of my peers were DJs and owned record stores that they were selling cassettes and dub plates at the
I
time.
play. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I came up off of listening to reggae music, a lot of Bob Marley for sure, but more like Ninja Man and Spraga Benz
Oh,
and
I hear that. I hear it in your voice.
yes, Ranks, Cutty Ranks, and a lot of the guys. Them, I grew up on Sizzla and
Yeah,
Buju and those
right,
guys. So those transitioned me in. But when I came to America, in what I wanted to do because I was always in a band. I played the trumpet in middle school, high school, all the way through.
right, right.
I will, I will, they used to call me that thug in the band. What I'm saying? I
Right,
didn't care. I like music, so that's what
right.
I did. So yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: like, have you been doing any performances lately? You know what I'm saying? Recently, any performance that you've been doing? And if you have, or or just period, tell me like the experiences or the feedback that you get when you perform.
Well, like they say, practice make perfect. So
Right,
I believe it or not, I practice a lot of my performances, so I know what I'm doing. You
right.
know,
Practice makes
I don't,
perfect for
I
sure.
don't. I'm seasoned in the game. I've been around a lot of people, and I got a lot of coaches
Right,
around that school me in the right direction and how to handle situations.
right.
So with performances, like I said, I practice a lot, but the last set of performances were Classic Weekend. We got some new, which one in Orlando,
Right.
around Thanksgiving time. But we got some more performances coming up in the near future, in the next week or two. We're gonna be up in Atlanta, hanging out with Tampa Mystic next week, and
Yes.
kicking
Definitely
it
industry's most wanted. You know what I'm
most.
saying? Industry's most. If you go to Atlanta and you an artist and you don't land the industry's most wanted, you ain't grinding. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to get out there. The industry's most wanted. You know what I'm saying? So stop playing. Make sure y'all tune in. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And make sure, you know what I mean? If you don't know, if you go to Atlanta and you don't know about industry's most wanted, you know what I'm saying? That's like playing basketball and not knowing about LeBron. Stop playing. You know what I'm
no,
saying? So, you know what I
no,
mean?
no,
So
no,
so let me
no,
ask you this. You got this track, um,
no.
Nothing, featuring the homie Bigger, the OG, Bigger Ranking. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Talk
mm.
to me about how that combination, because Bigger Ranking don't co-sign a lot of, you know what I'm saying? He don't get on tracks just because you reached out. You gotta be doing something, you gotta be about something, it's gotta resonate with him. So talk about the relationship you've built in order to get on, to get bigger on the record.
Well, with me and Bigger, we island boys, island men first and foremost. He Jamaican, I VI, and how the link up really happened is that one of my partners, he was bodyguarding Jeezy for a little second, and he linked me to the situation with Bigger.
Okay.
And basically, with Sticker Bush, shout out to Sticker Bush, you know what I'm
Sticker
saying?
Bush, yeah.
Shout out to Sticker, he linked me with the situation, and I pull up Bigger what just to happen right before the pandemic. He was in
Okay.
Orlando doing a show.
Right.
So I say, you know what? I'm gonna push up on Bigger. It's time for me to start moving because I had just won a custody battle for one of my kids because I was fighting a long custody battle. So that kind of like put the music on the side. I had an easy decision to pick
Right.
music on my child. So, of course, I'm gonna pick my child over the music any day. Fuck everything else, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right. That's a fact.
So I went through the motion and up went in full custody. So then I say, you know what? It's time to step up. So
Right.
I linked the situation, pull up on Bigger. I told him what I need to make happen. I made whatever happen we needed that make happen right then and then. And he said, man, listen, I ain't met nobody like you before. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people talk, but they ain't really about the action. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
say they're gonna do certain things, but don't really do it.
Right,
So
right,
like, from that same night, we end up in a couple other clubs and we hanging out. And the next day, I had him up by my studio because I got a studio in the city, and we made it happen. And from there, we were locked in because we family. We understand each
right,
other. We understand the business, and we understand the love and the culture that we came from.
right,
So it was just entwined, you know what I'm saying? And now that's family. That's we locked.
right.
Locked.
So let me ask
Locked.
you this. I had the
Yeah.
opportunity to check out your video, Nothing, which features obviously Bigger Rankin. So talk to me about like what it was like shooting the video with Bigger Rankin. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you went up to Atlanta to do that, right?
Yeah, yeah. That like I said, when you're dealing with family,
Right, right,
everything just easy.
right,
Everything
right,
just let's make it happen.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So dealing with Bigger, everything was just that's hey, listen, first and foremost, that's a professional. You understand?
That's a fact.
He
That's a
he
fact.
he, he handled his business very professional, and he teach a lot of men like me and younger and other artists how to handle their business professional. You know what
Right,
I'm saying? So I gotta give it to like that. You know what I'm saying? We handled business, we made it happen, and it came out beautiful.
right,
Now
right.
it's time to take it to that next level.
That's a fact. That's the biggest OG. You know what I mean? Tampa Mystics put it, she checking us out, making sure she tuned in, you know what I mean? The biggest OG. You know what I mean? All that good stuff. Yo, first of all, shout out to the people in the background supporting you. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, there's not a lot of people out there that'll support they people, they family, you know what I mean, regardless of the situation. So, you know what I mean? When you got a circle around you and they tight like that, you know what I mean? You want to make sure you shout them out. So I'm shouting them out. I see you. You know what I mean? I see you.
We
um,
got a full circle behind us.
We got his back, man. No
So
worries.
so that's the producer in the back there. That's super cool. You know what I'm saying? He
Shout
always
out
in
to
the cut.
producer. Yes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, the producer always with me in the cut. You know what I'm saying? That's Untamed. That's another artist. He up next. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Along with plenty other artists that I got going on and trying to put into motion. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just about me; it's everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
it
yeah.
sound like you a boss. And what bosses do, they put other people on. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, let's talk about the boss side of you. You got what's the name of the label or the situation? You know what I'm saying? And then how are you looking to, what are you looking to do with it within the next couple years? You know what I'm saying? We don't got to get deep into it. We don't need to tell all the secrets, you know what I'm saying? Because people don't need to know what they don't need to know. But at the same time, tell us about the movement and what the future looks like for what you're trying to do.
Well. So right now, when Forbidden Forever, all in it worldwide is the label. So Much Money, Empire, also the co-label that we got affiliates, and we put our partners together to make more money equal more money. I like paper. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So however we could add it up, we're gonna get it add up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because one hand can't clap. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a
we,
fact. That is a fact. I'm gonna
yeah,
steal that. I'm stealing that. I'm just saying, I give you can have the copyright, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm
yeah.
taking that. One
No,
hand can't clap.
no, for real. But with all the artists that's around, I've been trying to put everybody in motion the setup for distribution deals, as making
Right.
sure everybody got their press kit put together correctly,
Right.
along with myself. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot. It's a lot of positions, and everybody can't play all the position, but it's
That's
a
a fact.
position for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yo, shout out to the people that know how to multitask. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
That can play, that know what position to play at that time. Just because you the boss don't mean that it's not going to be a day when you're not going to be recording in the
No.
background like the homie doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I
You
mean?
see the thing about it is that we raise everybody around here to be their own boss.
Right.
And because being a boss, think about it. Being a boss is very stressful.
That's
You
a
understand?
fact.
I don't want to be the. I want to be the boss, but I don't want to be the boss. I want
Right,
everybody else to be the boss too. You understand?
right, right,
So we making everybody understand that, you know what I'm saying. Before you could become a leader, you got
right,
to become a good follower. You know what I'm saying? Because a
right,
good
right.
follower always end up being a good leader, and a good leader was a follower once upon a time.
That's
So
exactly. That's
yeah,
exactly.
so
You know
so,
what? The thing about being a boss is that some, you know, and you got a lot of bosses around you. Sometimes you got to pick that person to make that decision. But that, you know what I mean? And sometimes you're not that person. And if you recognize that you're not that person at that particular time, that just shows that you're well rounded. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
yeah,
know what I mean? Like when it's time, when it's time for the homie in the background. What's his name? I don't want to keep calling him homie. What's his name again? I want to make sure I get it right.
on tame, on tame,
Octane.
on tame, on
On
tame.
on tame, okay, on tame. So
Yeah,
when on tame is ready to lead, you know what I'm saying?
That's how he talk, man.
You know what I mean? Like when he's ready to lead, you know what I mean? See, you know that you'll be able to make that, you know what I mean, make that transition. All right, well, he doing his thing right now. I'm gonna go ahead and record and make sure his, you know, his this is good, that is good. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the bosses do. So I, you know what I mean, like stuff like that I appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, me and Tampa do a lot of things together from a business perspective, but there's a lot of times where I've been like, yo, Tampa, you got this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got this. You know what I'm saying? Because I trust. I'm at, you know, where I'm at a point right now where I don't really question, you know what I mean? I don't never really question what, you know, what she, hey, I want to do this. All right, let's get it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
that's when you got to trust in the people that are around you. You know what I mean? You can take things to another level. Let me ask you this. Branding is an important thing. You know what I'm saying? Branding is very important when it comes to your businesses. Like, you know what I mean? How have you used your brand to elevate your music and really, you know, and really push the envelope forward, you know what I mean, from you know, to represent your city.
I mean, you know, we got plenty of merch. Like you
Right.
see on Tim, he got on some. Let me see that. Let me see one of it. Take that off your hat. Your hat. Let me see that hat.
No,
Man, bring that hat. Let me
I
see
can't
it.
see it. I can't see it.
That's so much money. You know what I'm
So
saying?
much money.
I got
Salute.
next Friday, man.
Yeah.
Next Friday, Christmas, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
All of this is a lot of merch that we got going on, but on the branding, we just continue pushing forward with everything that I got going on. I put it behind all the merch, all the. She said she need a beanie.
She
You know,
says she need the beanie. We need the beanie. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying?
hey,
Like, stop playing.
hey,
Bring that to Atlanta. She gonna ship that to Jacksonville for me. Bring two of them joints, and I'm
yeah.
gonna take pictures. And we gonna be right. Listen, it's cold out here right now. I'm in Jacksonville. I ain't gonna
Hey,
lie.
I'm gonna push up in Jacksonville right, in a few days, man.
Okay.
So that ain't no. We got plenty of merch. We got the So Much Money merch. We got the All In It Worldwide merch, and then we
Yeah.
got the Rich Boy Youngin merch. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So
Okay.
we've been pushing that out there, and then we just been flooding it with content. Everything is
Right.
just content right now for
Right.
me. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's a
I need
fact.
to be on. I need to be on everything.
Yeah, you
Everything,
got to. Got to.
everything that's going on. I want to be in that city. I want to pop up on whoever I need to pop up on because there ain't nothing. You
Right.
know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right.
I
Right.
believe I have a good family at home. I ain't got to worry about. I got a good support system. Just put it like that.
Tampa.
So
Tampa said. Tampa
yeah,
said, "Yo, what's been your biggest accomplishment in 2023?"
huh. Well, you know what? That's a good question. Because 2023 actually been a rough year.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But we make it look real good in these rough times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what experience does.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Because right now I'm dealing with two deaths right now. My nephew I'm burying on Saturday. My brother,
My
you know,
condolences.
his birthday. I mean his funeral also. You know, but this year been crazy. But when I decided to like forget about all the bullshit that going on around me,
Right.
tap back in, and I decided, you know what, it's time to go forward. So I linked back up with the whole crew, and I said, "This is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna move." So You know, we're gonna tap back in with the OG. We're gonna make everything happen. We're gonna tap in with you for sure. And you
Right.
know, Tampa Mystic, everybody that doing some, shout out to H Dot. We're gonna tap into everybody, every media cycle, media circle, whatever I
Right.
need to be in, I want to tap in. So my biggest accomplishment is just tapping into everybody and making this shit happen. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's a fact. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, my condolences for your deaths. You know what I'm saying? Because you never want to lose anybody, especially when they in the heart and you really care about them people. You know what I'm saying, about your family, things like that. You know what I mean? The toughest, strongest people were made from dire situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what Tampa just mentioned. Just said up there. You know what I mean? So, um, let me ask you this: like, out of all of 2023, or just period, since you've been in the music business, what do you feel like is the biggest lesson you've learned so far?
Bet on me.
That's a fact.
The biggest lesson I learned is you know what I'm saying. Don't wait for nobody. You know, everybody talk a good game. You know, I've been around a lot of situations. You know what I'm saying,
Right,
and I got to understand the game in different standpoints. I've been on the road with plenty different artists. You know, so like Jeezy, I've been around Jeezy. I've been around Money Bag. I've been around a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that
right,
made me understand the game in a different level. You know, so right now I just say bet on me. I ain't
right,
pulling the bag on nobody but me right now. You feel
right,
me?
right,
You know
right.
what
That's a
I'm saying?
fact.
That's my best investment. I invested in a lot of things, like all the artists that's up next. You know, hey, right now they know is I'm betting on me. Fuck
Right,
everything
right,
else. You know what I'm saying?
right.
You either in or you out. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got the label called All In It, because you got to
All
be
in.
all in it.
Right, that's
You
a
got
fact.
if you ain't all in it, then don't talk to me. You feel me? So
That's a
that,
fact.
that that's what I might. You know what I'm saying? I'm all in it for you. You got to be all in it for me. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
So
fact. Let me ask you this: like, you on this is on the grind live right now, and what we doing is we like to ask that this one important question because it changes over time. You know what I'm saying? What do you feel like is your definition of grind, like right now at this point?
grind is it's a lot of different definitions for grind, but
Right,
you get into it, you making sure you're taking care of yourself and your family, because that's a lot of people got families out here, so
right.
you
It's
got
a
to make
fact.
sure you're taking care of your family. So the grind ain't always about how people might look at it, like the grind is about selling drugs or doing illegal shit. The
Right,
grind is about just getting to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on the grind every day. You on the grind every day. We on the grind right now with Shot Cypher on the grind.
that's a
You know what
fact.
I'm saying?
You know what
So
I mean? Like, yeah,
I'm just saying we on the grind. So like right now we chopping it up. This the grind. You know what I'm saying? Because what people don't understand is after we chop it up, we might find some way to really get on the grind with each other and make some real paper.
right,
You know,
right, right, right,
so on the grind could be just by a conversation. On
right,
the grind,
right, right. You know
you
what?
know,
Conversations lead to, lead to success a lot of times. You know what I'm saying?
come on,
Especially if it's the right conversation, the right mindset, the right people. You know what I
come on.
mean? Like, you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't know nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got no connections, you don't got your network, you don't, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't, if you don't really try to build relationships, all the money in the world is not going to get you nothing if you can't duplicate it with nobody. If you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't take it to the next level. You know what I mean? So I definitely feel you with that. Um, let me dig into this. Is there anything outside of the music business that you would like to get into? Or it can be within the music business, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't necessarily have to be an artist from an artist perspective, but is there anything that you want to dive into that you want to do it? It's not on that, it's not happening right now, but you got your radar on it. Is there anything like that you would like to get into, like acting or whatever? It could be anything. Let me know.
I mean, we about to put together some scripts and some movies right now, but um I'm into a lot of stuff. I like to get money different ways, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right.
you know, I've been buying a lot of land lately. You know what I'm saying? So hey, for everybody out there who hustling on the grind,
Right.
buy you some property. You feel me? So I've been
Yeah.
buying a lot of land. We got right now we're about to open up this car lot. I've been buying a lot of cars. My family run tourism in the Virgin Islands and St. Thomas Virgin Islands. We run the Taxi Association. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Shout out to the VI Taxi Association and the whole tourism down in St. Thomas. But
Oh,
right now we're trying to put together some things to help tourism out. So when the tourists come in by cruise ship or by planes, they could have some more attractions and
right.
go to. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody in the Virgin Islands that pulling together to help out the tourists. You know what I'm saying?
No
So
doubt. Listen.
tourism will pay the bill. You know.
Oh yeah. First of all, I like the entrepreneurship that you into, the lands, the tourism, the car lots. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that you understand that, music is not the only place where you should be making money. That's the mindset that a lot of artists don't have. They think, I'm gonna just do this music and that's it. You taking it to a whole nother level. You got different purposes, you got different things that you got going on. So I want to salute you for that. Because a lot of people don't understand, what I mean, that it's bigger than just you now. You know what I mean? You had the opportunity to do some things and you doing it for the people you feel like you need to do it for. So I'm gonna definitely salute you on that. Yeah, if y'all tuning in right now, this is Rich Boy Youngin. You see his Instagram scrolling through the bottom right there. You know what I mean? Follow Rich Boy Youngin on Instagram. That's at richboy_youngin. You know what I'm saying? Tell the people where else they can find you on social media, man.
All social media, Rich Boy Youngin. You know what I'm saying? This the only one that got the underscore, but everything else is just Rich Boy Youngin.
Yeah.
Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, I don't care, Tidal, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, all Rich Boy Youngin.
Yeah. That's what it is. What I'm doing right now is I'm gonna search you right now. I'm on Spotify. I ain't playing. With you. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Spotify right now.
Don't play with that nigga, man.
You ain't playing with it. I'm gonna find you right now, my G. You know what I'm saying? Boom, got you. All right, so this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna play that record. We gonna play that record on Spotify right now.
That's what
You
we're
know what I'm
gonna
saying? We gonna play Nothing featuring Bigger Ranking right now. You know what I'm saying? This is my slogan to the people that be hating, to the people that don't understand what's really going on. Fix your face or face your fate. Support the homie. You know what I'm saying? We about to play this record. Give me the dope intro for this record, my G.
Hey man, Rich Boy Young Track King. We on the ground with my dog Shy Cypher, dog. And
Y'all already know. Yeah. Let's get it right.
Let's go.
My grandmama once told me, only those you trust can betray you, my nigga. Keep your circle small. Rich Boy Youngin. These fuck niggas had their nuts crossing you, my nigga. We started at the same corner store, the same block. I went a little harder, so I end up on top. And anytime you need me, I was always at the spot. We started getting money, ain't hanging with the ops. I ain't never asked you niggas for nothing. I ain't never asked you bitches for nothing. I ain't never asked you suckers for nothing. I ain't never asked you pussies for nothing. That my dog. Bending corners, hitting licks with my dog. Fighting drama, go to war for my dog. Busting plays with the stick with my dog. We used to pimp in the parking lot, hogging up 2 spots. With your rude 2 thighs, when it happened a whole block. We don't hang with them niggas, we send shots at them niggas. Cause you fucking homie sister, not ask your nigga. You switch your side for some pussy nigga, you must be going crazy. Hating on
Hey,
the dog.
nigga, you must be going crazy.
You gotta watch who the fuck you label a friend. Let the so-called friends and cross you up in the end. Started at the same corner, stole the same block. I went a little harder, so I end up on top. Anytime you need me, I was always at the spot. I started getting money, ain't hanging with the ops. I ain't never asked you niggas for nothing. I ain't never asked you bitches for nothing. I ain't never asked you suckers for nothing. I ain't never asked you pussies for nothing.
I ain't gonna give them the whole thing. You know why? Because I want them to go to Spotify. I want them to go to Apple. I want them to go to YouTube and check the video out. I want them to go look for that shit. I want them to be able to tune in and understand what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Listen, he on Spotify right now, Rich Boy Youngn, and go look for that. Nothing. He's got some other tracks on there. You got a project or anything that's coming soon, or we focus on a single?
No, we got a project coming out pretty soon by the top of the year, first quarter.
Okay.
Bet on Me, feature hosted by Bigger Rankings.
Dope.
You know, we gotta stay locked in with the OG, and we're gonna put this thing on another level. So that's what we got coming up. You feel me?
That's what it is. Well, listen, man, any shout outs that you want to give to the people out there?
Yeah, man. Shout out to my family first, you feel me? So shout out to everybody who keeping it real with themselves and keeping it real with others. Cause this world fucked up, you feel me? And we on the grind every day, you know what I'm saying? Shout out the whole All In It Worldwide, So Much Money, Tampa Mystic, my dog Shaw Cypher. Come on, man, Great Storm Music, super cool, because without them, with that production, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we won't be able to lock in how we locked in, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's what's going on. Shout out to the whole team, everybody out there working, the Virgin Islands, we in the building. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Bo Key, Sanford, Florida, we in the building.
Yeah.
We the biggest, man.
That's what it is.
Shout out to the whole Florida, you feel me?
Yeah, shout out to the whole Florida. Shout out to everybody that's out there paying attention, focused. You know what I'm saying? Rich Boy Youngn, and make sure y'all check him out. Stay tuned. You know what I mean? Tuned in. A lot of things going on. Listen, if y'all just tapping in or just, you know what I mean, tuning in, you late, but we gonna catch you up because we gonna have this on Spotify, on iHeartRadio, Apple Music, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you can go back to the YouTube right now, hit replay, stop playing, just listen, just look at it again. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, listen, man, I appreciate you. You know what I mean, pulling up with us. We definitely got to do this again. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we just gonna take it to another level next time. You know, safe trip to Atlanta. You know what I mean? Checking out Tampa Mystic. You know what I'm saying? So safe trip out there. You know, shout out to everybody that's in there with you. Shout out to the producers. Shout out to the artists. You know what I mean? Shout out to anybody out there supporting you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So other than that, listen, I appreciate it, man. We'll talk to you. It's On The Grind Live. Salute.
Yes, sir. Bless up. We on the grind, baby.
Yes, sir.
Trap King.